G'day, I'm Kevin. I've retired from work in Australia and am living the dream here in Thailand. Relaxing, travelling, exploring, learning. Based in Chiang Mai, the journey continues. This is 52 weeks. I have made it back to Chiang Mai, and I was thinking that the work on the river near my place would be completed, but it must be a pretty big project because they are still going. I've got a couple of things to do. I have to catch up on some rent, and I have to update my TM30, which is where I'm going now. I'm going to go for a wander over to immigration and organise that, and I'll grab some money out of the bank, hopefully, on the way back. Yeah, and then pay off my rent. I think I'm due for last month and the next month coming up, so I'll just make sure I've got enough money for that. And then I don't know what I'm going to do, so I guess we'll find out together. So wandering by the Can-Do bar has reminded me that it is Thursday, so I might pop in for a beer and game of pool tonight. See how it goes, but I will probably be there. I must say that I am enjoying what is for me the predictability of the Thai traffic. I've just spent somewhere between 8 and 9 weeks in countries where I'm not as familiar with what drivers might and might not do. So it is nice to be in a situation where you have a very good idea of what a driver might do when you're walking. Not that you don't have to pay attention, always have to pay attention, but it's based on your experience of what might happen. I am also enjoying the omnipresent Thai 7-Elevens. So that one is the 5th one I've walked past on this journey so far, and I will see at least one more before I get to immigration. So where I've been travelling this year, there have been one of two things. Either they have a reasonable amount of 7-Elevens, not as many as Thailand, but a reasonable amount, but they don't carry the range of stuff that they do in Thailand. Or in other cases, they do have 7-Elevens that carry the range of stuff, but there's very few and far between. So, whereas here in Thailand, they're very convenient and they have a wide range of stuff that is extremely useful. The other places I've been, they're not as convenient either because there aren't so many, or they just don't carry the stuff. Now there are other convenience stores in some of the places I've been to, well, all of the places, but once again the range is not huge. So I am enjoying being able to pop in and grab a drink whenever I want to, or a snack or something. And I've only been back one day from this latest trip. And in fact today I've already been to 7-Eleven to buy an iced tea for the journey. So yeah, I'm very happy to see them. And here we are at immigration. So I'm going to turn off the camera, do the business I need to do, and I'll catch up with you afterwards. Okay, that was quick and relatively easy. I got in there and there was a counter waiting, a couple actually. So once again, it pays not to be here on Monday or after a public holiday. Yeah, so it was very quick. It only took me about somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes to do the actual update. But it was only relatively easy because they started asking me for stuff that they've never asked me for before. So they asked me if I'd brought my lease, which I hadn't, but they just said bring it next time. And they wanted to be very specific about what room number I was in. So I added that to the TM30. Yeah, I have heard tell that they're getting a bit stricter on just ensuring everybody's on a non-immigrant O and non-OA visas, and maybe doing visits and stuff. So I think they're very particular about having my address very accurate, in case I want to check up and see that I'm actually living there and so forth. So I might get a visit from immigration sometime. A couple of people I've heard have, but it seems that would be a lot of work with the amount of expats living in Chiang Mai. So I guess it's just the luck of the draw. But anyway, that's done, and now I'm heading back towards the airport plaza. I might grab something to eat and a drink. They have been doing an upgrade at Airport Plaza for over a year now. So it looks like they've got to the outside, improving the decorations and the paving. So they must be nearing the end, I suspect. There have been shifting shops around between floors whilst they upgrade each of the floors. And I walked through before and it looks like that they have got to the ground floor for the upgrade now. So as I say, must be nearing the end. As you can see down there, down that way, all of the shops are closed off, apart from Robinson's down the end and a few up this end. So information counters operating there, and they have a new one over there by the look of it. So they must be very, very close. Well, I had a wander around the airport plaza. There are some new shops there. Food court's been moved from the top floor to the bottom floor. Don't know if that's permanent or just temporary. But yeah, some new shops there, and the good news is that the True phone store has moved back in. So if I have problems with my phone bill or connection, that will be more convenient for me. And there's a big camera store there now too, so if I want to get some new gear for my camera or something, then that will be once again the most convenient option for me. So it's worth having a wander. And there's apparently new things coming in sometime in October, so sometime over the next month. Well, I did make it to the Can-Do bar last night, but I forgot to take the camera with me. So for those of you who were hoping to see me play some pool, don't panic. I've actually been working on a series of videos over the last 3 or 4 months, which detailed the costs of me living in Chiang Mai here in Thailand. So the third one in that series, which deals with my day-to-day costs, there's some some shots of me playing pool at the Can-Do bar in that one. So if you're really desperate to see me playing pool, you can get about 40 seconds of it just up here. But also, for those of you who have been wondering what it cost me to live in Chiang Mai and what this adventure costs me, if you want to have a look at that series, I've got it together in a playlist which you can check out just up here. So yeah, I've had a pretty relaxed day today. I did some shopping, and I'm just going to get some supplies to do my normal breakfast. I've been eating manufactured cereal for the last couple of mornings. So I'm going to get some rolled oats and do some overnight oats for the next day or so. Yeah, well, that's about it for today. And I'll see you soon, I guess. Hi. Yes, my holiday beard has been trimmed into submission. I'm gradually getting on top of things. It seems like when I went on my trip with my friend Bob to Bangkok, which was the start of my big trip with him, and then with Ray, and then a couple of places by myself, I must have made the decision that I was going to let all of my supplies dwindle down to zero. So I've been gradually getting things together, getting my breakfast supplies happening, and today I went for a walk into the old city to get hold of some coconut green tea, which I used the last of yesterday. So yeah, I went into the old city to the Monsoon tea shop to grab some coconut green tea. On the way, I crossed across the bridge, of course, and noted that the water is very, very high. So I don't think it's quite as high as last year during the big flood. Certainly not yet. When I got home from the trip into the old city, I got a government warning on my phone saying that there was some flooding expected along the river. So maybe here we go again, maybe. But I don't think it's going to be as severe. They were talking about areas outside of the kind of flood protection measures in the city, mostly. So some of the outlying areas of Chiang Mai might be a bit flooded tonight. They're expecting the peak between 10 p.m. and midnight. So yeah, the water is reasonably high. They have been doing some work on the levee banks here, as you know, and they're still doing it, but I think that might help us a little bit, but time will tell. So it's been I wouldn't say eventful day, it was pretty relaxed actually, but we'll see what happens tonight. Well, it is a bright, sunshiny day today. We did have a fair bit of rain overnight, but no flooding dramas where I live, and I haven't heard of any within the city area. There may have been a few isolated incidents, but I think mostly it's okay. The outer areas did experience some flooding, I hear, I don't know how serious it was. Haven't been able to get any details, but I've seen a few videos and Facebook posts about it flooding a bit. But as I say, I don't know how serious it was in the outlying areas. I guess we'll find out in the next couple of days. Now, the river did rise here. It got reasonably high, but it has subsided again, and is in fact lower than when I filmed yesterday. So with a bit of luck, any potential problems have been averted. There is still weather patterns travelling across from China and Vietnam into northern Thailand, so there might be a bit of rain to come yet, but hopefully not too bad. So I'm just out wandering in search of some fruit to make up my breakfast for the next couple of days. Both of the places I buy fruit from in my local area are closed today, so no luck there. I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk over to Chiang Mai Road. There's a little shop there that quite often sells cut up pineapples, so if they're there I'll grab some, and if not I might just stick to some cereal for breakfast tomorrow and sort it out then. Well, mission accomplished, so I'm going to head for home, make up some breakfasts for tomorrow and the day after, and later on today I'm going to catch up with my friend Bob, grab a meal and so forth. Yeah, but I don't think I'll take you on that trip because I'll just be relaxing. Well, hopefully. I am out on a small walk today. It has been a little bit rainy yesterday and today, but yesterday afternoon I managed to drop off some laundry to get done, so I need to pick that up, and I'm going to go and do some baking shopping. Not really baking. I don't know what to call it when you're making food but you're not cooking. Is it still cooking? I don't know. Anyway, I have a hankering to do some try out a chocolate mousse, so I'm just going to go and get some ingredients, and I'll pick up the laundry on the way back. I'm afraid the skies are a bit menacing, so hopefully I'll make it all before the rain finishes. And then I was thinking about going out for a iced tea by the river somewhere, but looking at the weather I think I might just settle in at home. Okay, I made it to my baking shop, and whilst I was inside, this happened. So I thought that I might just take the opportunity to end this video here with a bit of a summary. I did get my cooking bits, so all that's left is the laundry. So when the rain stops, I will head back, drop off at the laundry on the way and pick up my laundry. I had a pile of laundry from the trip and a little bit left over from before I went away as well, so it's a bit of a load, but yeah, it'll be done, and with that I will be settled back in and kind of running on normal procedures. It's been a big year of travel for me, and there have been a number of purposes to the travel. I mean, travel is a purpose unto itself. It enriches the mind and broadens the soul, and I've been broadened. I put on a bit of weight. Yeah, so I haven't exactly been starving. But also for me, this year of travel was about thinking about alternatives. So here in Thailand, I am quite happy. I'm enjoying a simple life here. But piece by piece, it's becoming a little bit more complex and a little bit less certain. So I decided I would just check out a few places and see if there are other places I could expend extended amounts of time in. So yeah, I think it was a success on that front. Cambodia is a nice place. If I stayed there, I think I would stay in Siem Reap. It's a nice quiet city, but there's still plenty of Cambodia for me to explore. The visa there is relatively easy, as far as I can tell, and it's just a matter of having the application fee, and somebody to walk you through the process would help. But yeah, pretty easy. The big difficulty is at the moment there's a bit of tension between Cambodia and Thailand, and in fact trying to get into Cambodia I was questioned moderately trying to get in, and I think that was because I had a lot of Thai stamps in my passport, so it was a bit more tricky. But if that eases down, it'd be a good place to spend a bit of time. Laos also, I think I would be in Luang Prabang, but once again there's still plenty of Laos for me to see. Yeah, I think the visas there is pretty easy. I didn't investigate the visa a lot in Laos. I was having a chat to one of the tourist agents who was organising a trip for me, and he seemed to suggest he could help me get it, and once again it was about the same price, seemed similar to Cambodia, so that's an option. And earlier in the year, my travels in Malaysia I enjoyed immensely. And when I got to Malaysia, I wasn't thinking about that as a place to spend an extended amount of time. I was just travelling. But I was surprised to discover that at the border, I got a 90-day entry stamp. So that's 3 months, really easy. And there's plenty of Malaysia for me to see yet. And I could settle into, any number of cities there if I wanted to. So, yeah. So all in all, it's pretty successful, but I'm still enjoying a simple life here in Thailand. And my plan is to be here for a while yet. Next year I'll probably do a bit of overseas travel or international travel, but most of my time will be in Thailand, and indeed my travels for this year are over. So from now on you will be getting videos of me in Chiang Mai, maybe Bangkok, not sure. But until I head back to Australia at the end of the year, my plan is to stay here in Thailand for this year. So the rain seems to be settling down, so I'm going to prepare to be on my way and pick up my laundry and get home. Okay, rain has stopped, laundry picked up, and I am heading for home. Well, I am home. And I managed to do it without getting rained on. And as you can see, I am quite settled. I am back here in Chiang Mai and will be for a while. and so my videos will be coming to you from Chiang Mai for a while. So I will catch you then. Thanks for joining me on my travels. I really appreciate your company. Now, if you've made it all the way to the end of this video and are not subscribed, you might like to consider doing so by clicking here. Or, if you just want to see something else I've made, click here for something you might like. And if you're really looking for a binge, click here and that will take you to one of my playlists. Hope to see you again soon.